Here, and in today's video I'm gonna be showing you guys how to restore a pair of sport blue 6s from 2014. What we're gonna be doing to the shoes, giving it a full deep clean, unyellowing the toe caps, fixing up the scratches as you can see, and give it a full midsole repaint. Let's get started in restoring these shoes. So the first step is to remove the laces. Next step is adjust the rejuvenator shoe tree to size and put it inside the shoe. And like always, I'm going to be using Rejuvenator's Advanced Sneaker Solution. I get the best results with this brand. I recommend this brand only. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can check them out and buy yourself some products. So I already went ahead and put the solution inside the water. So now it's time to start clean the shoe, and the first brush we're going to be using is the soft bristle brush to clean up the uppers. But first, I'm going to put some gloves on. Okay, so now we're going to start. We're going to dip the brush and go in the circular motion all over the shoe. Okay, so now that we hit up the inside, we're going to remove the shoe tree and scrub inside of the shoe to remove some of the germs that are inside the shoe. And the reason why I'm not going to pull out the insole is because it's glued on and I don't want to rip the shoe. I don't want to rip the insole. Okay, so now that we're done hitting up the insides of the shoe, I'm going to put the shoe tree back and move on to the medium bristle brush to hit up the uppers. Okay, so the uppers are looking pretty clean. So now we're going to move on to the stiff to clean up the toe caps and the bottom of the shoe. So now let's just hit it once more inside the shoe with the soft bristle. Okay, so there you go. So now we're gonna clean up the laces, and like always, roll it up in the ball. Dip it in the solution. Okay, there you go. So now we're going to put it inside the shoe. And the next step is to put it inside the washing machine, and I'm going to do that off camera. So again, like always, the settings: regular cycle, cold water, high spin, and the soil level low or extra light. So yeah, I'm gonna do that off camera, and I'll be back once the shoes are out the washing machine. Okay guys, so we're back after letting these shoes dry, and as you can see, they came out pretty damn good for using the washing machine. As you can see, the inside's cleaned up. I know it doesn't look white, but it's pretty white if you put it in the sunlight. And yeah, this thing is white too. It just looks yellow in the camera, but it's pretty white in person. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy with the results. So let's move on with the next step, which is removing the yellowing off the toe caps. As you can see, they're pretty yellow. The washing machine was not gonna get rid of that. That's where I come in. So we're gonna be using Angelus So Bright, a paintbrush, and saran wrap. So what you want to do is apply the So Bright on the midsole. You just want to give it light coats on the toe cap. As you can see, let's get the best lighting. So yeah, just the Salt Bright is applied on the toe cap, and now you want to get a piece of saran wrap and cover it up. So that's what I'm gonna do. You just want to cover it up so when you have it in the sun or in an indoor setup, it doesn't dry out. So just leave it there. Put this here and just cover it up like that. Okay, so now you either want to put it in the sun or in an indoor setup. For me, I'm gonna do it in my indoor setup because outside it's pretty cloudy and it's just gonna interfere with the yellowing. So I'm gonna put it in the indoor setup and I'll show you guys right now. You can see I have the shoe inside the indoor setup. You either want to do 30 minutes to an hour. It depends on you. I'm gonna do an hour just so I can get the best results. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it here in an hour and come back and then I'll show you guys the results. Okay guys, so I'm back after yellowing the toe caps, and as you can see, they're back to brand new white. And yeah, we're ready to move on to the next step, which is removing the scratches off the leather. And for that, we're gonna be using 400 grit sandpaper. We're just gonna go over the leather, sand it down so it can be pretty smooth for the repaint. Then after, we're just gonna tape around and strip the midsole. So you just want to grab a small piece of sandpaper. 400 is like, you can start at 400, then if you have 600 you can go with that, or 2000. But I like to start off with 400, then to 600, then to 1000, and then if it needs more, well, we'll go up in numbers. So yeah, you just want to go smooth. Don't go too, you don't want to make the scratches worse, so just go soft in circular directions. So once you think you've done enough sanding and you think it's smooth, you just want to go over it with your finger, and if it's smooth, then you can move on. But if it's still rough, you want to go over it with the sandpaper and hit that exact spot where it feels rough. So you're just gonna remove some of the excess dirt with the brush. Just go over it and it feels pretty smooth. This area right here needs a little bit more work. It's a deep scratch. So you just want to go over it again with sandpaper and just keep sanding until it's smooth. Okay, so now it's smooth. All these scratches are smooth now. They're ready for the repaint. We have one more area back here. As you can see, there's a little scratch right there. So we're just gonna go over it with the sandpaper and just smooth it down. Now that scratch is smooth now, so we can move on. And that's just the scuff. We can take that off with alcohol. And yeah, those are pretty much all the scratches. So now we're ready to move on to the next step, which is taping up the uppers so we can strip the midsoles with acetone. So just want to grab tape. I buy this tape at Walmart. It's Scotch tape. You can find this anywhere. And you just want to start taping up the uppers so we can strip down the midsoles so you don't get any of the blue or white onto the uppers and cause more work. So yeah, just want to grab a pair of scissors and like in between grooves, just push down the tape with the scissors, as you can see with the tip of the scissors. And it's okay if you scratch off paint. We're gonna be repainting these midsoles either way, so yeah. Okay, there you go. Okay guys, so I'm back. As you can see, the uppers are fully taped up. I didn't tape up the soles because this is smooth and the acetone would just wipe it off easy. And over here, no, it would take a pain in the ass to take it off the stitching and the leather, so that's why we tape up the uppers and not the soles when stripping the midsoles. So as you can see, fully stripped. So now we're gonna fully taped up. So now we're just gonna strip the midsole with acetone and cotton balls. So you just want to grab a cotton ball and just get acetone on it, and you want to wear a mask too because this stuff smells. So I'm wearing a mask right now, but you just want to go rub the cotton ball on the midsole, and as you can see, it starts wiping the paint off. And you just want to go soft. Don't put a lot of pressure because you will damage the midsole. Okay guys, so as you can see, I have the midsoles fully stripped. It doesn't matter if you still have paint on it, as long as 95% of the paint is gone, you'll be fine. So as you can see, all of it is gone. So now what you want to do is remove the tape so we can retape and begin with the midsole repaint. And taped up the shoe. I taped up the uppers, and this time I've taped up the bottom of the shoe. So as you can see, it's fully taped up and it's ready for the repaint. So now for the paint, we're going to be using Angelus flat white, little paint tray, and the paintbrush. So we're just going to pour our white paint inside one of these little things. And now we are going to lay down our white. We're going to lay down on the whole midsole, even on the blue parts. The reason why is because blue is like a light color, and if we don't lay down the base color, it's going to take forever and it's going to take up more paint. So that's why we're going to lay down the flat white so it can take less coats and it'll just be more vibrant. So whenever you're doing a midsole repaint, you want to do light and even coats. So as you can see right now, I just brushed off some of the excess paint, and you just want to do back, front and forward motion like this, quick too, so it can lay down evenly. And then you want to use a heat gun so you can speed up the drying process and you can add more coats faster. So as you can see, it's dried up. And you just want to do the same thing, dip it inside the paint just to get rid of some of the excess paint and give it another coat. And since this is white, guys, it's going to take a couple coats to fully lay down. So you just want to have patience and do thin and even coats all around the midsole. Okay guys, so I'm back after laying down the white, and as you can see, it's fully laid down on the whole midsole. And so now we're gonna lay down our blue paint on this piece, and this piece right here. So for the blue paint, it was a really hard mix to do, but I got it down here. And the paint colors you want to use is Royal 5, Military Blue, Regular Blue, Red, Cream, White, and Purple. So now we're just gonna lay it down on this piece at the top, and on this piece. So let's get started. I have the paint right here, and we're just gonna lay it down on those areas. I'm finally done laying down the blue. It took forever to lay down. It took an hour and 20 minutes to lay down, and then going back and painting the little details, correcting some mistakes. It took forever, but we're finally done. As you can see, the blue is nicely laid down in all the parts. So the reason why I taped up is because now we're going to be spraying our finisher, which is Krylon matte finish. So I'm gonna go do that outside because this stuff stinks and I don't want to stink up my shop in here. So I'll be right back once I apply the matte finish. Well, you can't even really tell, but the matte finish is applied. So now we're just gonna remove the tape. Okay guys, so as you can see, the tape is fully off, and these midsoles came out beautiful. Nicely laid down, no paint leakage anywhere. That's thanks to a pretty good tape job. If you take your time, you'll get no paint leakage on the uppers. So now the next step is to repaint these toe box. So repaint the toe box. So now, and this little scratch right here. So now what we're gonna do is tape off everything around the toe box so we can prep this area and repaint it with white paint. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've taped the toe cap and a little bit of the leather so I don't get white paint on the leather cut. So now we're just gonna lay down the flat white. Again, we're gonna be using the Angelus flat white with our angular brushes, and we're gonna paint this area right here. And we're also gonna paint the back right here. There was a couple extra scratches that I missed. Went ahead and sanded them and prepped them. And like always, like the midsole repaint, you're gonna want to do light and even coats. Dip the brush in, remove some of the excess paint. Go in, back and forth motion quickly. Then go in with the heat gun, just dry it up. Okay guys, so I'm done repainting the toe box, as you can see. So now we can just remove the tape. Okay, so it's time to insert the laces. We're done with this restoration, as you can see, this shoe came up beautiful. What we did to the shoe was give it a full deep clean and yellowed the toe caps, repainted the leather where the scratches were at here in the back and in the front, and most important, gave it a full gave it a full midsole repaint with the perfect color match for the blue, and gave it the right finishes. Both pairs are ready to be worn, both of them fully restored, brought them back from the dead. So yeah, I just want to give a huge shout out to my bro James. I'll leave his social media in the description. Thanks Jamo, for letting me use your shoes. And yeah, I'll leave my social media in the description below, so you can DM me or email me if you have any questions. And I do take shoes. I do this full time now. If you want your shoes restored or clean, just hit me up, DM me, or email me. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give it a like and subscribe for more content like this. I will be posting more videos in the future. So thank you guys for watching. This was Ava. I'm out.